Today we're diving into a topic that's so important, but it's often very tricky: making friends. In 2025, it can feel a lot harder than maybe ever to build connections, especially as adults. Whether you're a part of the aromantic and asexual community like me, or you're somebody that's just looking to form some meaningful friendships, I want to share some practical ideas to help. I realize that there may be some suggestions in this list that may not be applicable to everyone or that may not be as accessible to some people. My goal is to just get the conversation started. By all means, if you have suggestions to add to this list, please leave them in the comments below. Now, before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Also, quick reminder, my debut book, Limitless Poetry of an Aromantic and Asexual Journey, is available for pre-order right now. It releases on February 18th, and you'll find the link in the description. Now, let's talk about friendship. One of the easiest ways to meet people is by pursuing hobbies or interests that you're already passionate about. In 2025, there's still many options for this. For one, you can join online communities. Platforms like Discord, Reddit, or Meetup, they're still thriving. There's groups for everything. Many of these spaces can be springboards for in-person meetups and collaborations. My second tip, you can take a class or attend a workshop. Check out your local library, your community center, or online platforms like Eventbrite. Pottery, coding, cooking, even plant care workshops can introduce you to many people with shared interests. You can tell from behind me, I'm a pretty big nerd. I got Gwenpool, I got the Hulk, Pikachu, Mimikyu. I'm a big nerd and a big gamer. For my fellow nerds out there and fellow gamers, playing multiplayer games or participating in fandom events like Comic-Con can lead to tons of amazing connections. I know a lot of people who have formed lifelong friendships through going to Comic-Cons or going to gaming tournaments. There's a lot of great opportunities there. Sometimes I feel like we forget that making friends doesn't always mean starting from scratch. For my fourth tip, try reconnecting with acquaintances. That coworker that you chatted with at the office party, the friend of a friend that you met at a barbecue or a birthday party. Sometimes the spark is already there. Don't hesitate to reach out. If you're in a job, consider participating in team building events or after-work gatherings. Even remote jobs often organize virtual coffee chats or coworker sessions. Use the platforms that you already have. Check out things like alumni groups. Many universities or schools organize alumni events, either in person or online. These can be great spaces to rekindle some old connections or meet others with shared interests. For these next few tips, I want you to remember that sometimes making friends often involves stepping a little bit outside of your routine. Try volunteering for a cause that you care about. Nonprofits, animal shelters, food banks, advocacy groups, all those kinds of things that you can help. Volunteering naturally connects you with people who share your values. A good example from my past is I've worked for the Dear Jack Foundation on a number of occasions. That's a nonprofit that raises money for adolescent cancer research. Now, one of my favorite musicians, Andrew McMahon, is a leukemia survivor. He founded the Dear Jack Foundation and has done amazing work for that. Now, as a fan of his music, I've connected to that foundation. I've been able to meet him through that, and I've made friends volunteering for that cause, and it's been absolutely incredible. Number 8 is that you can try co-working spaces or public study areas. If you work or study from home, spending time in a co-working space or a library, that's where I usually go to work when I don't want to work here, can lead to some really organic conversations. Number 9 is to say yes more often. Attend events that you're invited to, even if they seem a little bit outside of your usual interests. You might just surprise yourself. Now, in these next ones, I want you to remember that sometimes it's important to be deliberate in creating spaces for friendships. Try organizing your own event. Host a board game night, start a book club, plan a casual hiking group. Being the host puts you in the position to bring others together. Try going on a friend date. If you click with someone, don't hesitate to invite them to coffee or lunch or to an event. It might feel a little awkward at first, but being proactive is key. Make time for friendships. Life is busy, but scheduling regular catch-ups, even virtual ones, can help relationships grow. For these next few, I want you to remember that friendship can be extra meaningful for a lot of aromantic and asexual folks, but also for anyone prioritizing platonic relationships. Check out Aspec-specific spaces. Online communities like Arrow or Ace Discord servers are a great way to meet others who value friendship as much as you do. And you might find that you have a lot in common with a lot of these folks. Experiences, but also interests. Try attending some queer community events. Many lgbtqia+ spaces emphasize friendship and connection, not just sexual and romantic relationships. Pride events, support groups, or queer book clubs, they're a great starting point. The internet makes it easier to connect than ever, even across long distances. Try connecting over social media. Engage in meaningful conversations on platforms like Instagram, Blue Sky, or Threads. Comment on posts, reply to stories, and follow accounts that align with your interests. Attend virtual events. Many conferences, conventions, or fandom meetups are hybrid or fully online now. These are perfect for meeting up with people, especially if in-person events feel overwhelming or they may not be accessible. Some people bond over becoming accountability partners. Find someone online with shared goals with you, whether it's writing, fitness, or learning something new. These partnerships often grow into deeper friendships. Remember that friendship takes time. Be consistent, check in, show up, and be present. Friendships grow through shared experiences and trust, so make the effort to nurture them. Respect each other's time and boundaries. Especially as an Aspec person, sometimes it can feel a little one-sided when your friends are in romantic relationships, get married, start families. And I imagine that sometimes it might be a little harder for allo folks to connect with aromanticism or asexuality, and might overlook where friendship falls in priorities for Aspec folks. Be patient, communicate, and respect each other's lives that you've built for yourselves. And finally, number 21 is be yourself. The best friendships happen when you're authentic. It's okay to show your quirks, your interests, and even your vulnerabilities. Be unapologetically you. Making friends as an adult, especially today, can feel challenging, but it's absolutely possible with some effort and creativity. Which of these tips stood out to you? Are there strategies that you've tried that have worked? Some that I didn't mention? Share them in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And again, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on those notifications so you never miss a new video. And lastly, pre-order my book, Limitless, available on February 18th. The link is in the description, and I cannot wait to share it with all of you. Thanks everyone for being here and for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.